Wait a moment. This isn't a furry visual novel.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. It's something mounted toward the Gaming Dragon today. I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Moonlight Castle, Dylan's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty. What I'm about to say is the truth in its entirety. If you have a faint heart, not necessarily Patrice, this is the time to step out. Am I not even allowed to internally scream? As long as you're not going to disrupt my explanation, I don't care. We can give you a short, more friendly version later. Are you sure? I want to hear it. I want to hear regrets later. The castle we visited yesterday was the physical embodiment of a curse. I could feel an evil presence lurking behind those walls. It followed me the entire night, never taking their eyes off me, but never acting upon it. Yo, what the fuck? Who was stalking you? I don't know. Did any of you feel anything similar? We all looked at each other. Concerned glances were shared. Nobody spoke up, but the answer came forward on its own. I wonder why I didn't do anything. Isn't it a good thing? No, it isn't. I didn't get the chance to do my job. The curse welcomed us in and nothing happened. That's so strange. That's because we visited an abandoned castle, Liam. There is no curse. I watched Patrice shaking like a leaf in his seat. He rarely said anything, and he was already a goner. Well, true. This is some crazy horror movie plot, right? I'll never believe that. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean I'm lying. The castle is invisible. The curse decides who is allowed inside, you hear me? Let's pretend you're right for a moment. I don't appreciate being put into a dangerous situation such as this without my consent. It doesn't matter, you're fine. I just needed you to grant me that permission to enter the castle, do my job, and get out. Who is it? Do you know that at least? Nope. The castle went silent yesterday. I couldn't investigate shit. I can safely cross my name because I visited the campsite alone and couldn't find it. You basically used us to find this place. You mentioned that it's your job. What does that mean? I'm a medium, Joel. I get paid to get rid of weird supernatural bullshit such as this. Russell snorted, causing Liam to grow upset. Are you claiming to be a ghost hunter? I wish my job would be that simple. Removing a ghost or two doesn't remove the curse. It takes way more to clear up a place as big as that. Liam picked up the bag he brought along and opened it in front of us. I think I've already read a little bit of this. No, it's not saying I have. Huh, weird, okay. Bizarre. Alright. Liam picked up the bag he brought along and opened it in front of us. Holy shit! We could see a variety of weapons, weird papers, bows, bottles that contain a shining liquid, and strange accessories. This doesn't look like a job anymore. This is some basic equipment. I tend to change stuff around after figuring out the type of curse I'm dealing with. We're on save, right? Okay, we're on save. Okay. Make sure we save. Second, y'all. Oh, goodness. Dude, this shit is bad. Really, really bad. And that's when people enter the castle and disappear, never to be seen again. What's your motive? I can't imagine you being a hero. When your work can cost your life, the pay is pretty good, you know. He does have the vibe of being a materialistic person. You guys know I like the occult. Is it really so far-fetched for me to get a job in this field? The fact that you can have a job like that at all is weird, Liam. There's another reason. The real one. Oh, which is? We're listening. Liam sighed. He didn't seem willing to share that one as easily as the rest. I've lost contact with my sister 3 years ago and recently managed to trace back her last known movements to this castle, the same one we explored yesterday. I guess that explains why you wanted to find it so badly. I want to find her first, then I'll destroy this castle before I can claim more victims. Yep, I was right to trust my gut feeling. This is crazy. You were literally the last person I expected to agree. Just be quiet on your seat. You told us your story. What do you want from us? Nothing. We want nothing to do with this. Get the police involved. What the fuck? I don't think he needs to tell you why this isn't going to work. Honestly, I can do this just fine with Dylan, but you wanted to know, so here it is. Are you going back in there tonight? Yes, I will. If we were to join you, can you guarantee our safety? I don't think I can. The look in your eyes tells me that you still don't believe me. It's a lot to take in, and please understand that it's not easy to believe your story. This is your last call. Are you coming with me tonight or not? Should I help him? Yeah, I gotta go with Dylan. Yep. Liam sounded sincere to me, at least. I'll never agree with his methods, but if the end goal is good, then fine, I'll help. Dylan physically recoiled when he heard my answer while Liam's face brightened. You're shitting me. You're shitting me. I'm not done with you yet, but for now I'll play along. I can leave at any moment, right? If there's something I've realized today, it's that I'm more than just a coward. I'm also incredibly selfish. Yup. I was starving for it, never really realized I needed it until now. I'm making the rules now. I'm starting to think you might be a masochist. Shut up already. Our little quarrel distracted me from the actual conversation happening in front of us, but as far as I could see, Liam nailed it. What a disaster. You guys shouldn't entertain these crazy ideas. Are you coming or not? Everyone else agreed. I mean, not Patrice, but I figured. I looked around and noticed the tiger was missing. Did he run away? Ryan poked my shoulder and sent me underneath the table. Patrice was absolutely terrified. He temporarily regained lucidity to wave at me and then resumed shivering. Wow. Fine. I don't like the idea of leaving Clyde in your hands. Hey, I'm not in anyone's hands. I'm too big for that. Like, no? I saw half of our group standing up, Dylan included, and I assume we were parting ways. Clyde's helping me with some payment. I see. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? Do what you have to. Make sure you actually answer my messages. I won't miss them. They all left, and I sat there with Ryan, Patrice, and Russell. I'm going home. I didn't want to be rude or anything. I'm sure of that. I'm sure that if the circumstances were different, I would have stayed. Ryan seemed capable of handling the situation alone, and I needed to decide what to do next. Wait! He was torn on who deserved his attention more, forcing Russell to intervene. I'll handle this for you. I wanted to have a word with our friend, so this is convenient for me. Okay, then I'll leave him to you. But don't be too harsh. Patrice needs some time and patience. I was still in ear range, but that was the last thing I heard as he left the cafeteria. Ryan quickly caught up with me. He took a moment to catch his breath and resumed walking by me. So, aren't you going to tell me what happened? I wasn't feeling well. What else is there to say? You know what I'm talking about. Dylan carried you in. Quite the shock when you made a point of avoiding him. I haven't decided if I'm forgiving him yet. Something's on your mind, yeah? Your face looks so serious and conflicted. What do you know? Hey, no need to get so upset over it. Ryan. Yes? Is there something you haven't told me? I'll be completely honest with you. You've been acting differently. Are you hiding something from me? You get one chance. Don't stare at me like that. It's hard to answer you. I stopped in my tracks, hoping that maybe he was going to redeem himself. You're not denying it. I mean, well, you're not completely wrong. It's nothing bad, I swear. Anything worth to be worried about. So you've decided not to tell me. I resumed walking, and the moment he tried chasing me, I snapped at him. No, stay there. I'm leaving. Alone. Hypocrite. Ryan made me believe my whole life that the world wasn't shit. That if you dig enough, someone out there will care. Lies. I never stopped feeling lonely. His presence did feel reassuring, but that sensation stayed. I'm starting to understand why. A hand suddenly grabbed mine from behind, pulling me backwards when I wasn't expecting it. Don't go! I'll tell you! Will you? Yeah, it may not make sense to you, but losing our relationship over it would kill me. Fine. You're getting a second chance. Deep down, still a stupid softy who can't stand his ground at all. He returned to his car, now just the two of us. Ryan was staring down at his feet, toying with his thumbs as I waited for him to begin. This is so embarrassing. Ryan unlocked his trunk with a lever hiding underneath his seat. This is the first reason. Take a look. I moved around and found something big wrapped in white cloth that I quickly recognized upon touch. A guitar? Yes, I'm learning how to make music. I was confused. This wasn't what I anticipated. Why wouldn't you tell me? Ryan's face got redder and redder after my question, and eventually I pieced things together. No way. Well, I composed a song for Joel. Something special that truly matters for him. Something only him can understand. Songs carry messages, don't they? That's how they became unforgettable. It's sweet. I felt warm, my chest tingling, but... I can't believe I just said that. I'm gonna explode. I closed the trunk and walked back to my seat. He was sweating bullets and using his shirt to ventilate some air through. explains a few things, like the 3-hour gap. Good opportunity to practice, true. It's not the full story, though. Yeah, the good part is over. It's about my degree. I'm not performing well. I'm also skipping lessons, and professors have been reaching out multiple times now. We can study together now. We don't study the same things, do we? Lately, I've been losing interest, but I don't see an alternative. There's nothing else for me out here. Working with my uncle was supposed to be temporary, but I might be stuck here. Be stuck there. I feel stressed, wondering if I should drop out. I refused to ask what was on my mind. Chances were he'd say yes. It must be getting to me because I'm hallucinating too. What? Yeah, I hear things. It freaks me out. I need to put myself together. He wasn't lying. I knew that for certain. He needed help, but this wasn't working for him anymore. You know what I'm going to say. That I'm losing my mind? No! If anything, who isn't? We're all falling apart. You've got to decide. You're standing in the middle of everything, and that's the worst place for you to be in. Leave. Work your way to a better job by learning more about your uncle's ways. Stay and find your motivation again. Consider changing your courses. Spend time with me as I teach you how to study. The second option might not be so bad. Think about it, okay? I'm here to help you. Sorry for keeping it for myself. I was afraid of adding more problems to you. Ridiculous. My problems and my friends have two completely different weights. I'll never be bothered by someone asking for help. That stays true for Ryan, too. Stupid. What? You clearly need to hear your name, otherwise it doesn't get in your brain. I yawned again. I really wanted to get back to my apartment now. Thanks. I'll get you home now. That'd be nice, I admit. I took my phone out of my pocket and texted Dylan. Come to my house in another hour or two. I don't think I need to tell you where I live. Your friends seem to know plenty already. I was laying on my bed doing nothing. My eyes were glued to the ceiling, hyper-fixated on a random spot on the wall. My feelings were still messy and unresolved. I was supposed to study now, to absorb more knowledge and spit out when it's convenient. I did not have enough strength to get out of bed and commit, but I had to. Nobody would do it for me. I thought about today, about Ryan, Dylan, Liam, and that stupid castle. I still couldn't believe the lengths that crocodile went to just get me to quit. He yelled, threatened, and even hurt me multiple times just to avoid directly asking me not to come. Dylan was doing his worst to make sure I'd leave him and make the same disgusted look everyone else gave him. I probably wouldn't have given up with a normal approach, but that didn't justify it. What was I going to do now? I felt like I was in too deep to change my mind. This castle was serious business. I believe everyone there got that feeling, regardless of Liam's lying tendencies. I was hoping that me agreeing to this rescue mission wouldn't pressure people into following us. I sighed, knowing that was exactly what happened with Ryan and Blake. They were strong, though. I wanted to believe they would handle it just fine. I needed more intel. If I wanted to be useful, if I wanted to make sure everyone stays safe, I needed to get as much information as I could from Dylan. He was planning to visit. We would talk about it, and other things, too. I grabbed some paper and created a small list for myself with things I wanted to ask him about. Otherwise, I figured our discussion would derail and I'd lose the opportunity to get everything there was to know about this castle. This was enough, I thought. Dylan didn't have the most patience, so I had a feeling not every question would receive an answer today. Then I heard a knocking on my door. I didn't bother asking who it was and reached for the handle. It's me. He said that right as I was about to open the door. You should say your name, not me. Same thing. He chuckled and allowed him inside. I tend to confuse voices sometimes, so hearing your name would be nice. You don't have to, but... He didn't reply, just rolled his eyes, and that was my cue to cut this conversation short. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our lovely Bonds tier patrons. Thank y'all if I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our Silver tier patron, Cade Summer, and thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. And thanks to our 2 Gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!